Ah, the sights and sounds and smells of being back in camp. This should be a good thing. Well, not for Hal and Kyle. It looks like last year's leftovers didn't have the stomach to survive the hot summer in Hal's camper. Not the good morning wake-up call you'd hope for.
And it smelled like the place was just doused in ammonia. I said, that's not good to breathe. You won't want that on your lungs. Then the plug was pulled, and then now it's full of mold. Refrigerator it's the worst thing I've ever smelled and seen. There's maggots flying around. It's disgusting. We gotta get down there. I don't know. You may want to hide this remark for a while until we can get it cleaned up or something.
Alright.
But you need to get here.
I'll load the trailer up right now. I'll be right in.
Alright.
With a rather interesting start to the day, Hal's phone call to Kyle prompts an immediate need for some much-needed housekeeping in his trailer.
Have you not been in here since you got here? Just swept it out.
After assessing the situation, the two don their domestic apparel and head in elbow deep into a mossy aromatic fridge of total horror. Despite the task at hand, Mark calls with some exciting news of a product sponsor that's on the horizon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very good. Good job.
Yes.
Hey,
Major sponsorship, but I'm driving down that way right here.
all right, brace yourself.
Okay.
Apparently, the refrigerator didn't get cleared out at the end of the season. So it's just sitting with no electric. Thing is the worst smell you ever want to smell. Full of maggots. We leave this guy in the refrigerator? Yeah, but I wouldn't have left one here.
After telling Mark the unpleasant news at the refrigerator, Kyle and Hal head back in elbow deep to clean up the mess. This wasn't the start of the day they were looking for. After a few hours of scrubbing, the duo's finally finished. But now it's time to get back in action and prepare for the hunters coming in for the upcoming velvet season.
I guess you'll learn to clean the refrigerator out now. I don't think I'll ever forget to clean the refrigerator out. Nasty, man. Oh my god.
Good morning, Luke.
What about it?
Hey, man.
If I called Kyle, I didn't get him though, but if y'all can, somebody, if they don't get this Polaris started by 11:30 or so, I've got to have that other Polaris.
Okay.
It's the only way I can corner.
An unfortunate call from Luke means that another one of Mark's UTVs is broken down and will need to be repaired. Needless to say, Mark is not happy about hearing the news.
Text from Caleb. Way to start the morning. Oh my god, it looks like they're towing Polaris.
Already? You just got out of the shop.
I'm gonna tell you what, man, those are the biggest pieces of junk I've ever seen. That's the Polaris. I'm never gonna buy no Polaris. I'm done.
Hey, I almost texted you on the way up here.
Another one of my Polarises I have is broke down. This Polaris is only 2 years old, stays in the shop being serviced. Now they're having to tow it because it's stuck somewhere, will not crank or do anything. So we've got to take one of the Polarises we've got here, we've got to drive it 25 miles up and get that Polaris to Luke today so he can finish. It's just an all-out push right now because the season starts Saturday. Today's Thursday, so we're real close. Want to get to some of the farms up there and make sure that we've got all the farms cornered real big for this Saturday hunt. So we're working hard trying to get ready for the season, and one thing after another keep happening, but it's not going to slow us down. We're going to be on point and ready to go for the season opener.
After Mark getting the news that the North Camp is in need of a replacement UTV, Kyle and Hal load up and head on over to drop off the machine so the preparations can continue.
Solution, we're at RNS and dropping that off because everyone's coming down tonight.
Right.
And then Clint, he's got obviously his big Duramax. I was just gonna say, Clint just dragged this trailer back with the end of Polaris. Because
after dropping off the UTV, Kyle and Hal head to get more corn and replenish some hunting spots.
I hate putting more than like 1,000 pounds on that.
Yeah, I don't know if we get 20.
Yeah, yesterday we had them like stacked up like that.
Corn is king when it comes to maintaining and managing routines of the deer in the area. This is what leads to high hunter success rates throughout the season. Now that the guys are loaded up, it's time to head out to the farms and fill up these last-minute hunting holes.
I tell you what, this has been a crazy day. I just got finished paying one of my property owners their payment for the year, and now I've got to go over to a golf cart place where I've got 2 carts that I bought, and I've had them for several years, but as luck would have it, both of them tore up this year. One of them had the engine seized up in it, the other one got water in the gas somehow. So Kyle and Hal went to pick that cart up. Now I've got to go over there and pay the man, but you know what? It seems like the day before the hunt and the day that the people are coming in, all these things happen. But you know what? I'm so excited for these hunters to get in here. It's we're gonna have a good hunt, man. I'm pumped and I'm positive for this.
Kyle and Hal have arrived at one of the farms that will be hunted in the upcoming days. They're putting out a few hundred pounds of corn in hopes to lure a Big 10 point that's been hanging out in the area.
Alright, so Hal and I just got out here at one of our farms. We're just flagging up some of our stands so when we drop our hunters off, see right behind me, we have this fluorescent orange, or sometimes we use pink tape, but we flag it up pretty heavy so when we can drop our hunters off, let's just let less boot tracks into the woods and to the stands. So usually qualities, we'll have these every 20 or 30 yards, and usually we put out bright eyes also that are real reflective. So at night, if they're walking in, they shine their flashlight, they can find their way right to the stand pretty easily. So hope they don't get lost. Well, that's a wrap for finishing up getting these stands ready. So we are officially ready to start our season. Everything is set and ready. Whatever the deer do from here on out is uncontrollable, but things are looking good.
Ready for the hunters. Bring them in, knock them down.
Even though there have been some ups and downs, things are looking very optimistic in the days ahead. Mark invites the guides and their families in for an opening season dinner to start the season off. Stay tuned, because in the next episode you will see some big Kentucky bucks hit the ground.